We are going back three wide as we continue making our way through every single NFL draft and grading them based solely on college football 25. Fun one as we work our way through the AFC South. We get the number one overall pick holders, the Tennessee Titans. Let's dive right into it, TD. We start off with the number one overall pick. It was a lock from the beginning that Cam Ward was going number one. There was about a 3-week period where we went, oh, could they take somebody else? But they zoned in on Cam Ward out of the University of Miami. Cam Ward, of course, former quarterback at Washington State. And when you take a look at him, especially comparatively, we've done a lot of these drafts so far, compared to what we have seen from the quarterback position, especially in the first round, a little bit on the underwhelming side, but 6'2", 223, and 93 overall with 86 speed, gold dot and gold step up, and gold extender.
Yeah, the top pick in the draft here, like you mentioned, Shador's rated higher than him. We talked about that. 93 overall. Now, one thing I love about Cam Ward is the speed. 6'2", pretty good size, 223 pounds, and you see those abilities there, sleight of hand, dot, step up, gold step up is really nice there. 86 speed, 89 excel, 87 COD, change of direction, so he can move outside the pocket, and that's always important with your quarterbacks, whether you're college football or Madden. And look at that, 95 throw power. That's a bad boy right there, user.
I mean, let's be real. This is the elephant in the room, right? We talk about quarterbacks and we talk about, was he worthy of the number one pick when we talked about Shador. Shador was the best rated quarterback on college football. He didn't go number one. Hell, he dropped all the way down to round 5. And now you look at Cam Ward. The question is, who's going to have the better NFL career when you look at it? We look at his abilities. He doesn't have any platinum abilities, so that let us know he was a combine stud. And you kind of realize, mentality, he said all the right things when he was on camera compared to when you talk about Shador. But still, you got to strap on them pads and play football. And regardless, Shador won football games. Cam, on the other hand, we'll see. Who do y'all think is going to have the best career when it's all said and done?
I mean, I've watched a lot of Cleveland Browns quarterbacks as a Browns fan over the last 30 years, so Cam Ward's got a great shot at it. Sorry, Shador. Welcome to Cleveland, I guess. We go to the second round, pick number 20 in the second round. All right, TD, I already see that face. It is Oluwafemi Oladejo, the 6'3", 250 middle linebacker, second round pick, 81 overall, 81 speed, no abilities. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are not good. I mean, I like the size, 6'3". Look, I try to find the positives when we go to these linebackers, but
no, you don't. You actually only talk about the negatives. Don't lie.
Second round here, what are we doing, Tennessee? He's a middle linebacker. Looks like here he played some outside linebacker too. He's going to be used more of a pass rusher, so they got him lined up as a middle linebacker. No matter what way you put it, I mean, if he was a D end with this speed, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe, whatever. But at middle linebacker, he's so useless. He's got okay power and finesse. So if I'm playing Dynasty mode here, I'm playing franchise mode.
He just threw out the word useless. That's wild. That's wild.
If I'm playing franchise in Madden or I'm playing Dynasty mode, first thing I'm doing, I'm moving this guy to D end or at least outside linebacker with the 87 or the 83 power move, 71 finesse.
You did call him useless though. Are you really moving him to D end or are you benching him?
I'm not. He's
Don't lie to the people.
Linebacker. You want to use it with this guy? You got no chance. So that's the only way it's the only way he's usable.
79 block shed as a run stopper middle linebacker user, and I'm taking a look. It's kind of hard to see all the abilities that he has. Is that
No abilities. No,
okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the first pick, looking at the second pick. Yeah, it was Cam Ward, but if I'm going off of college football, he wasn't the best player in college football. Period. On the game, and then you look at round number 2. No abilities, 80-something overall.
Trash.
It's not looking good.
Ty, you really want all these linebackers to meet you at your house.
Listen, it's 2025. We need speed. That's why you see all these sub packages where you got safeties at linebackers. The old school 75 speed linebacker from the 70s it doesn't work anymore. Okay, we need speed out there to
Ty
guard
out
guys
here
like Tyreek Hill.
throwing
and all these
shade
guys.
at Dick Butkus. We love that from you. We go to the third round. Play for James Franklin's Nittany Lions. It is Kevin Winston Jr. Strong safety, 91 overall in the third round. A full 10 points better user, and he comes with the first platinum ability we've seen from their picks. Platinum blow up. This was a guy who played in the box at Penn State, 6'2", 208.
Hey, this is a nice pick in the third round. I don't think it makes up definitely for that second round pick. But like you said, he has that platinum blow up ability, and his speed is pretty solid, has the overall rating. And, he's 6'2". So, Ty, you love talking about size. Take it away.
Yeah. Whoa. Pause. So this is what I mean, though. This is a guy right here. You could technically line up a linebacker. It says on here he's listed at 215. 6'2", 215. It says he guards tight ends. He guards running backs. He's a big boy out there that you could even put at sub linebacker. This is the type of guy we want out there. Whether he's a little too slow for safety, that's debatable. You can still put him out there. But you can put him at linebacker. He's a stud. But 6'2", 215, 210, 88 speed. You got the platinum blow-up ability there. It says he ran a 4.45 40. So
he might even be faster in
Madden
next
least
year.
90 speed for that, but still a good pick right here.
Yeah, a really nice pick. And again, I think safeties kind of get overlooked in the draft at times. We're always looking at those cornerbacks and those wide receivers. But like safety, especially in the box safety, the way the NFL plays with more fluid positions, more safeties playing in the box, I really like that pick for the Titans. And we move to the fourth round, the first pick of the fourth round. And this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time they actually have their own pick. Hey, Ty, 92 speed, wide receiver. I'm muting you forever, user. Looking for a new co-host. 92 speed, 6 foot 195.
Yeah, it's a good pick, but I'm going to ring the small disrespect alarm here because this guy ran
about to say the small alarm. I'm like,
this guy ran a 4.34, and we got 92 speed. 4.34, I need at least 96 speed. This guy, what did he say, second best in the draft at the combine? Second fastest guy, and it's a 92 speed. He needs to be 95 speed with the 4.34. Still an okay pick. 6 feet, 92 speed, round in the fourth round. So it's okay, but if he gets his normal speed that he should get, this is a really good pick. 85
deep route running, hits the 85 threshold, 86 short route running user, and he has one ability. That old Browns double dip.
Yeah, that Browns double dip. But like you said, his speed is solid on college football. If he gets the boost from the combine, he'll be around about 95, 96 speed. He should be around Madden. So it's not a bad pick. It's fourth round, and the overall rating, he still could have got somebody higher rating. But, it's not a bad pick. You expect to see something like this around the 6th or 7th round, especially the jewels.
And the main thing, too, is these Titans, they need some help at receiver for Cam Ward. I don't know who they got out there right now. So
Nick Westbrook-Akine?
Yeah, exactly. Calvin Ridley, who hasn't been good in 3 years, so they need some help.
You really like insulting these guys who could all destroy you in a fight. So I love it, man. I'm going to miss you when one of them run into you. We go to the another fourth round pick, and it's Gunnar Helm. Tight end out of Texas. Now, again, no abilities for Gunnar Helm user, but you're sitting there 81 speed, 89 overall at 6'5", 250.
Yeah, he's a hook 'em horn, so he's a baller. He's a baller. You know what I'm saying? Something about those guys that come out of Texas, they know how to ball. And yes, he doesn't have any abilities. We'll have to talk to the dev team on that. 89 overall, you get him in the fourth round. Not too mad at it. It's late in the fourth round. Solid pick. It came from Texas. I got nothing bad to say.
Yeah, hook 'em horns. You know me. I wish there was a little bit more speed here, but 89 overall for the fourth round. Can't be mad at it. Don't probably come in, be the backup tight end, maybe compete for some snaps. This is a fourth round pick, so this is a pretty good pick. 89 overall to get in the fourth round doesn't happen too often.
I'm trying to think who they got. I think it's still Chiggy Okonkwo. So put him on the other side. You've got two. Again, 6'5", good size. Will be interesting to see what they decide to do at the tight end position, especially for a young quarterback. A tight end can be a young quarterback's best friend.
True.
Cam Ward, just looking for any weapons out there. They shore up the defense with they shore up the offense again with their third fourth round picks. So 3 fourth round picks, all weapons for Cam Ward. They go with Elik Ayana-Mayor, and you look at this 6'2", 210, 94 speed, TD. That's got to get you going. Ayana-Mayor is an absolute beast. A lot of people didn't see him playing out in Stanford.
This is what we're talking about. This is what you want out there. A weapon for Cam Ward in the 4th round. 6'2", 94 speed. You got the gold layout ability. You got the gold double dip. This is what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at some of these ratings.
95 catch in traffic.
95 catch in traffic. 92 spec, so you know he's going to go up and get the jump balls. 88 deep route running, so he's almost at that 90 threshold. 91 jump. Great red zone threat. Love this pick, user.
Gold layout, gold double dip user. I mean, this is a guy that's going to make the tough catches. And at 6'2", I mean, you're talking about great size out at the wide receiver position. This could end up being a really, really great safety blanket for Cam Ward, getting a wide receiver of that frame out there. And that speed.
Listen, like they said, this is a big development pick right here, but it has the upside. Like you see it, his frame, he already comes in the game with some abilities, and there's gold abilities. He's one step away from platinum, and you get him late in the 4th round, you already know double dip, how well that ability was. And then, this guy right here, you look at his frame, you look at his speed. That's exactly what Cam Ward needs in his rookie season.
Yeah, you love what they did in the 4th round, just purely getting weapons for Cam Ward. Now, 5th round pick, can't look at. It is Jackson Slater out of Sacramento State, 1AA. Those FCS schools not in college football 25, so it's just a no grade on that one. But shout out to Sacramento State. Brendan Marion moving over, UNLV offensive coordinator, ran the developer of the Go-Go offense, going to Sacramento State. They end up having one of the best transfer portal classes of any school, not just of FCS schools, of any school. Brendan Marion putting in work, so keep an eye out at Sac State. We'll go to the 6th round, 7th pick of the 6th round. It is Marcus Harris out of the University of California. They finally go back to the defensive side of the ball to try to listen. While weapons for Cam Ward is good, they need to get a better defense for sure in Tennessee. And you get a 92 speed, but Ty, he's 5'11". That is not what we want to see from our man-to-man outside corners.
Yeah, this is just, what do you call, like, just one of those plain picks. 6th round, like, nothing stands out. He's okay speed. He's okay overall. His height's okay. It's not horrible, but it's not great by any stretch. It's just average across the board. Let's take a look at some of the ratings. 87 play rec, 85 man, 80 zone. Once again, everything's just okay across the board for a, what do we got, 6th round pick? It's okay.
User, what if you were to grade just this pick, a 5'11" corner, 92 speed, no abilities, 85-80 on your coverages, what are you giving this for a 6th rounder?
For a 6th rounder, it's an average pick, if you ask me. It's an average pick. He has no abilities, but one thing about it, even though he's 5'11", he's almost 6 feet. Some of the best cornerbacks.
Just like you, user.
No, I'm
true.
I'm actually 6'1".
That's not true at all.
And some of the best cornerbacks that have ever played the game were 5'11". So, he has potential. He got drafted, and he played at Cal. So, he's seen some good matchups. So, and it's a late 6th rounder.
Final pick of the draft. They were running, Tony Pollard last year, TD at halfback. They went, we need to add another young running back. They go to the University of Michigan and pick up Kalel Mullings, 6'2", 233. User, I'm going to go to you first. 87 speed halfback. But he's 87 speed.
Yeah. I mean, listen, over here, we look at the glass half full and half empty. That's what we're going to do. He has gold sidekick, gold downhill, silver head first, and silver arm bar. That lets me know.
I got news. I think is that bronze downhill? I think it's bronze.
Is it bronze?
Can't tell.
Yeah,
I can't tell. I think it's bronze. That's
Okay,
bronze
downhill. Well, it is downhill from here. The 6th round.
The glass is emptying. Somebody help.
He's 87 speed, but he's a power back. He's not meant to, the home runs, and I know Ty's gonna rip this guy apart. You know what I'm saying? But he's 6'2", he's 6'2", and he played for Big Blue. And I know you're gonna tear him apart too because he played for Big Blue.
Big Blue.
No. What are you, a Kentucky fan? Who says that? No, I mean, like from a pure ratings perspective, Ty, a user coming out here saying he's a power back, he doesn't have the home run. Have you a power back 85 break tackle? What kind of power back only has 85 break tackle?
Yeah, and I can't rip him apart. He's my Boston brother. He's right down the street, West Roxbury.
Oh my God, this is awful. I hate that. Yes, you can. Do it.
But
do it.
87 speed for running back, I mean, this is one of those situations where Goal line, fullback dive. I'm subbing Mullings in. I'm truck sticking. I'm stiff arming into the end zone for touchdowns in the goal line. That's the only way I'm using this guy. Or if maybe I'm running the clock, end of game, I need to kind of run the ball. But 87 speed just doesn't get the job done. We like the abilities, 6'2", 230, but this is like a fullback in the video game for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it means, what do we got? 7th round pick here, 6th round pick. So good overall to draft then, but the speed really hurts him.
Let's talk some DFS before we give them our final grades. TD, there's one guy I got circled. It's Cam Ward. He's one of the few quarterbacks in this draft that we know is going to be starting day one.
Oh, yeah.
In Tennessee. He's got some interesting weapons. Like, who do you find him having some chemistry with early? Those 4th round picks, a lot of wide receivers out there, they're trying to give him some weapons to at least build with out in Tennessee.
Yeah, I love Cam Ward. I'm going to be drafting him a lot season long. I always try to look for those mobile rookie quarterbacks late in drafts or early on. Now, as far as his weapons here, this is where it's going to be tough because, right, you got Calvin Ridley, who's kind of old. You got Tyler Lockett, who's very old. These guys, can they still produce? Maybe a little bit in fantasy. But then you got DK, you got Helm, and you got Ayo
Manor? Yeah, I got you, dude.
Thank you. It was coming to me. But you got these guys that they drafted, so one of them's got to step up and stand out. I love the guy from Stanford with that 94 speed. So,
Ayo Manor, yeah, I know.
Yeah, Ayo Manor. There it is.
He's going to go Stanford Steve over here. He's just not even going to give him a name. I mean, all right. I have in my head what I think this grade is, but I am fascinated to see what you guys think. I know what I would give this grade, and I will tell you after I hear what you guys said. I'm not changing where it is.
Yeah, but you're a little biased because you hate Michigan here.
No. Well, I do.
You don't like Cam Ward. Like,
No, I think Cam Ward is fine. Cam Ward is the epitome of the guy that was the correct #1 overall pick, even though maybe by the game standard, it's not the correct #1 overall pick. They made the right pick there. But I have in my head, based on the game, what I think this grade is. I'm gonna write it down. And then we're gonna see where it is. So Ty, what do you have as this grade?
To me, it's an average draft across the board. I'll run through it quickly. Cam Ward, good pick at #1. Then you got the linebacker who wasn't a good pick. That was the worst pick in my opinion of the whole draft. The safety from Penn State, average. The Florida receiver, average. The tight end from Texas, good but slow, average. Stanford receiver, pretty good, bumps it up a little bit. Then you got the guy that isn't in the game. You got the cornerback from Cal, average. Michigan running back, below average. This screams C minus to me.
It's a D. I don't care that they drafted Cam Ward. I'm going off college football.
Come on,
this is a D.
You got this. Focus up.
Cannot see at all what you.
I know
wrote.
it's the autofocus is not doing it.
It is not working well.
Wait, hold on. If I cover my head, if I cover my eyes, does it work?
Write it down on some paper. Go old school. Write it down on some paper.
Who has paper?
Yeah, this is a D, man. Like every pick was I didn't like not one pick that they compared to the ratings, compared to the rounds and what we've seen. No, and even Cam Ward, he was the #1 pick. You got to get the baddest guy on the board, man. Period. That's what we're not rating. We're rating this off college football.
Do one of y'all have your phone by you?
Yeah.
I'm sending a screenshot of what I wrote down. If you could just tell the people what it is.
Could this be a fat F?
You hear the text message come in, chat? F.
Wow.
Let me tell you why. Okay. First of all, we've at this point, like, part of how we're grading is based on what we have already seen. So we've already seen many that are better. I don't know if you count how many platinum abilities they drafted.
1.
That's one. They had 2 players that had no abilities. They had, without a doubt, the worst second-round pick we have seen at an 81 overall. They had an 87 speed halfback. Their best pick was Iomanor for sure. I mean, like a 94, but like DK is only okay. The cornerback was 5'11" and only okay. There was a lot of picks that I feel like we're kind of trying to prop up as like, this isn't that bad, but compared to what we have seen so far, this is and let me just put the icing on the cake here of why I would say F. Based on the game, they picked the 3rd or 4th best quarterback.
Yeah.
But
At #1 overall.
I don't think it was as bad as the Packers, though. Packers, we gave an F, right? I think.
Okay, F plus.
It was definitely. This, to me, was the worst draft I've seen.
No.
But it's early, and I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to give that type of energy
Okay,
out.
let me ask you this. Do you think there's at least a discussion on which draft is worth, TD, between those two? Then it's an F.
So.
Then they're on the same tier. That's the joy of the tier. Like, they're on the same tier, and like we can adjust them later of who's higher, who's lower. But to me, this was on par for the worst draft, and that's. I mean, again, I feel like a lot of this is that you had the number 1 overall pick. Let's just. We haven't done this a lot because we've been more looking at the team rosters than anything.
Yeah,
but let's take a look at all teams and let's go to quarterbacks. He's the number 2 quarterback, and in terms of players,
I don't know. I'm not going to give it.
I'm going.
I can't give it an F.
I'm still going
because if they give DK the proper 40 time, would be 96 speed. That boosts him up.
Yeah, wishes and horses, ifs and buts.
The tight end was 89 overall. The safety was in the 90s. Like, I don't think it's an F.
I mean, listen, you understand this, and the way this thing could have went, they could have got Travis Hunter and then went back and drafted any one of them quarterbacks from Shedeur, the top 3 quarterbacks
let me ask you this.
Gabriel.
Yeah, let me ask you this, TD. Based on the game, purely based on the game, Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders?
Shedeur.
Cam Ward or Dylan Gabriel?
Cam Ward.
He's got platinum step up.
It doesn't matter. 86 speed and he's lefty. I'm not using
lefty. Okay, Cam Ward or Jalen Milroe?
Oh, Milroe.
Cam Ward or Quinn Ewers?
Cam Ward.
Okay, Cam Ward or Jackson Dart?
That's
Jackson Dart.
Close.
That's Jackson Dart. So you at least have a discussion of 3 to 4 more quarterbacks that, based on the game, and again, this is not based on how they, based on the game would have got, that to me makes this an F draft. And by the way, I still would like to point out it's the worst second round pick we've seen. Like 81 overall in the second round. We've seen 7th round picks better than that.
Yep.
So to me, this is an F. Sorry, Titans fans. Good luck this season. I think there's some pieces that I'm interested to see in Madden, but this goes into the F tier, and I can't believe. Can I just say, OneGreatUser, for the man who talks about how we grade, he tried to give them a C. He tried to give them. What was that? Can we talk? No, I know. Tyler Davis gave them a C. He goes C minus after where he's sitting there being like, you guys just try to pass everybody, and he's out here giving the F and C. What was this? Is this your favorite student?
Draft ain't that bad. If I was given this team in college football, I feel
like Cam Ward is like Ty's favorite student user. Like he like brings him like candy every day or something, and like butters up the teacher. And he's like, "Oh, I know you got a 54 on that test, but I'm gonna give you a 75 because you tried
really hard." I think you guys are just
hard.
some Cam Ward haters. If I'm being honest,
if you look at the rounds, every round there were better players that they could have picked way better. And like this, and you talk about you're the number 1 pick. You're obviously you need receivers. You need receivers because you drafted 3 of them.
Yeah,
take the best receiver in Travis Hunter.
I don't hate the receivers they drafted. I do agree with you.
This is what I'm saying. Take the best receiver in Travis Hunter, which we know Travis Hunter was the best receiver. That's why he went number 2.
Yeah, but you don't win games with the receiver. You need a quarterback.
This is what I'm saying. When you're a GM, you got to really be strategic. Those top 5 quarterbacks, Shedeur dropped to 5, Gabriel dropped to round 4. You got to understand that there's going to be quarterbacks there. Is Cam Ward that much better than these other quarterbacks?
We'll find out.
No, I'm asking you. Don't tell me you find out.
I don't think so.
Cliffhanger. He goes, we'll find out next week.
I thought that was a great way to end the episode.
Well, we're going to end the episode anyway. Sorry, Titans fans. You're going to the F tier. We keep grading. Hey, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see as we keep working our way through these NFL drafts, and we'll see if we can't fill that A tier a little more. We want to be positive. We don't want the F draft. We're trying to make things positive here as we go 3 wide.